I'd like to welcome everybody out to Masterson Station Park in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the site of the 2018 NIRCA National Championships. This is the men's 8K championship division. This is various different teams going through their pre-meet warm-ups and circle-ups and chants. We have about 250 young men that are competing in this particular race. Course is essentially a 2-lap course. We'll start here on the flat area, run out to the soccer fields, run around them, double back around the start area, head up around to the prison loop, loop past the finish, and loop around one more time on the course. An 8K. We'll be starting the race here in just a moment. But prior to doing that, we're going to kind of look back a little bit at last year's race. That was up in Michigan. Started off on a cold morning. Here's the start of last year's championship race. Little on the cold side. Actually, one of the coldest meets I've ever been at. Last year, Iowa State won the men's championship race. Penn State was second. Oregon was third. See a little bit of the footage here, rounding around. Had an exchange student who was our top finisher. See him coming in there. Nathan Kwan from UC Davis was the runner-up. He looks to factor into this race again. And here you're looking at footage from 2015, the last time that NIRCA was here at Masterson Station Park. See the men's championship finisher coming in with the signature handlebar mustache. Similar course as to what was run in 2015. Now back to our race today. See the last of the teams starting to circle up. Start of the race. Our starter Tim Hinderlight be getting the race going here in just a moment. It's a little on the brisk side, but it's a whole lot warmer than it was last year. Maybe a little bit on the unseasonably cool. See all the 250 some runners that are lined up there. Final instructions have been given. Hinderlight there in the neon green or yellow. Gun is up. And they're off. The start of the 2018 NIRCA Men's Championship 8K race is off. A little bit on how we got here. Penn State was the winner of the Mid-Atlantic region. Michigan was the top performing men's team at the Great Lakes regional. Illinois was the top performing team at the Great Plains. NC State was the top team coming out of the Southeast region. Northeastern was the top team coming out of the Northeast. And UC Davis, the top team coming out of the Pacific region. You can see the men's race running on one side of the soccer fields. They'll run to the end of the soccer fields and then double back towards the start here in just a moment. Race time right at 2 minutes. Top performing teams to be looking for today. Oregon was third last year. They look like they may be one of the teams to look out for today. Another team to look for is Indiana. They just were barely beat out by Michigan in the Great Lakes region. And of course, you know, it all depends upon the size of the field and the timing and the pacing, so it's possible to lose a regional competition and then leapfrog over somebody at a larger national competition. So Indiana's a team to kind of look for.
Go, Matt! Go, you, Matt!
Purdue is another top performing team. Five minutes into the race, they're finishing up the soccer loop. We'll be taking you next to a section of the course parallel with the start. You're watching the men's championship 8K race at the 2018 NIRCA National Championships. Another team to look out for is Penn State. They were runner-up last year. Last time this race was conducted in Lexington, they were runner-up, and then in 2016 in Hershey, Pennsylvania, they were third, and then in 2013 they were third as well. You're now watching the section of the course that is just parallel with the finish line. They'll run straight down here and then head around to the soccer field again. Top performer for Penn State to be on the lookout for, Joseph Clark. He finished 7th last year with a time of 25:49. Joining Clark will be Matt Bayerly, as well as Daniel Wilco, Andrew Hannon, Matt Baylog, and Raymond Friend, all joining together to try to win a national title here today. UC Davis looks like they could really make some noise here today. Nathan Kwan has consistently been near the top with these competitions. Joining Nathan will be Clancy McConnell, John Horvath, and the three of them might be able to team up with the balance of the UC Davis squad to claim a national championship. Another team to look out for, obviously, is Michigan, winning their region.
Come on, Hank. Come on, man.
We'll be taking you back to the race leaders here in just a moment. Here comes the lead cart and our top runners coming in. 19 minutes, 20 minutes into the competition. We have one runner who's opened up the lead, followed by, looks like a teammate there. Oregon, Michigan. It looks like finally after those several runners, we got our chase pack. About 30 seconds behind the front runners. We've mentioned Nathan Kwan. He's the top returning runner from the 2017 edition of this race. Nathan came in second, but Penn State's Joseph Clark was 7th overall. Clancy McConnell, UC Davis, was 8th last year. Liam Collins from Princeton was 10th. Seth Birdall from Oregon was 13th. Matt Bayerly from Penn State was 14th. Nate Velt from Purdue, 15th.
Let's go, Green.
Tyler Opdyke from Michigan, 16th. And Zartosh Ehlers from Princeton was 18th overall last year. All top returning runners. Last year, as we mentioned, Andreas Lammer from Iowa State was the winner. Exchange student from Denmark, if I'm remembering correctly. Robert Scanlon from Iowa State won it the 2 years prior to that, complete with handlebar mustache, and we showed you some of those, some of that footage from 2015. And Ryan Wells from Indiana in 2014 won the men's competition. We'll be taking you from this portion of the course back to the race leaders in just a moment at the finish line. We're in behind the starting line right now. They're going to loop down and around and then back up to the finish, where we'll hopefully see the new 2018 men's NIRCA individual champion, and then hopefully have some team results for you as well. Okay, we got the tape up, the finish, and our top runners coming in. Looks like that's John Horvath, UC Davis, completing the distance in 25 minutes, 8.5 seconds. Here comes teammate Nathan Kwan with a respectable 25-27, national runner-up 2 years in a row. Here comes our third runner, Sam Nishi from California Polytechnic State University. Matthew Schraders from Purdue. Tyler Updike. Eric Bailey, University of Oregon. And then the rest are starting to stream in. UC Davis 1 and 2. That's going to help them in the team score. Oregon, Michigan State, and Purdue all have 1 in the top 10. California Polytechnic State University has 2 in the top 10. Actually, with the 10th runner, 3 in the top 10. So they could make some noise depending on where their 4th and 5th runner is. Seeing some more Oregon jerseys come across the finish line. Michigan State coming across the finish line. University of Michigan. More Oregon, more UC Davis. University of Michigan's looking strong. It's going to be an interesting team title. Multiple runners from California Polytechnic State University, Michigan, as well as UC Davis and Oregon, all near the top. You're watching the 2018 edition of the NIRCA Men's Championship 8K race. Have more races today to bring you. Big question now is who's going to claim top honors in the team score. Congratulations to John Horvath from UC Davis and teammate Nathan Kwan. 1 and 2, that's hard to beat. Looking good in the team title, but as I've mentioned just a moment ago, California Polytechnic, University of Michigan, Purdue, amongst others, have a lot of top runners. 250 some runners competing today. Have 36 full teams competing in this race. Teams competing: University of Delaware and Rutgers, Birmingham University, Brown University, Northwestern, Georgia Tech, Boston College, University of Cincinnati, University of Minnesota, Ohio State University, University of Maryland, Princeton, Virginia Tech, Penn State University, University of Wisconsin, Indiana University, Purdue, mentioned previously California Polytechnic, University of Michigan, UC Davis, University of Illinois, University of Oregon, Northwestern University, North Carolina, Michigan State, Stanford, Virginia, University of Pittsburgh, Clemson, Central Michigan, Iowa State, Washington University, Buffalo, to name just a few of the teams that are competing here today. We'll be taking you to the final team score here at the conclusion of the race. You're watching the NIRCA Men's National Championship race, 8K distance, here at Masterson Station Park in lovely Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington played host in 2015 to this event. Striders High was able to provide coverage of the 2015, 2016, 2017, and now the 2018 NIRCA National Championships. All this is available on the NIRCA official YouTube channel. You can also check it out at stridershigh.com. This and other race results. My Dash Finish with DC Timing is our official timer. Jim Hinderlight, our starter. Jonathan Hall at the finish line, amongst other officials. Just a great event, a great crew putting on this national championship. We'll be taking you to the final team scores in just a moment. Now for the team scores. Congratulations to Michigan with the national championship title. Cal Poly 2nd, UC Davis 3rd, Purdue 4th, Illinois 5th, Indiana 6th, Oregon 7th, Wisconsin, Northeastern, and Penn State rounding out the top 10.